It's April 19th and your taxes were due yesterday. On this week's CCN, our staff looks into dance classes, goals for next year, and the NFL draft. Matthew Market is here with your sports report, and Belle Townsend and I will tell you everything else you need to know about what's going on in the world and right here at ACHS. I'm MJ Mayo, and welcome back to the CCN. Good morning and welcome back to another week of the CCN after spring break. I'm MJ Mayo.
And I'm Belle Townsend.
Let's get started with your morning announcements. Prom tickets are now on sale at the bookstore for $40 each, cash only, until Thursday, April 20th. Friday the 21st and at the door, tickets will be $50 each, cash only again.
Any sophomore interested in applying for student ambassadors, please pick up an application at your unit desk. Bring completed applications to the informational meeting in R201 on Monday, April 24th at 7:15 a.m. Do not be late.
There will be an informational meeting at the Henderson Country Club on Monday, May 1st at 6 p.m. for any student interested in trying out for the HCHS boys golf team. This is for students and parents.
Attention, juniors, just a quick reminder, if you wish to participate in this year's graduation as a marshal, usher, or usherette, please remember that your permission slip must be turned in at the Blue Unit desk before the end of school day on Friday, April 21st. Please see Mrs. Crafton at the Blue Unit desk if you have any questions.
Seniors, if you owe any fees or fines, please make sure that they are paid by the end of the day on Thursday, May 18th. If they are not paid by then, your diploma will be held until your balance is paid.
Now let's move on to Cheyenne Morton, who spent time this week learning about the dance students of Miss Lamar. Cheyenne?
Hi, my name is Cheyenne with the CCN, and we're going to go get information on Miss Lamar's dance students and what they do. Okay. What is the dance class about?
It's about all of us, we're members of the group. We all go out in the community and dance for people.
Who runs it?
Steve and Wendy Casey.
What dances do you do?
We do the Argentina tango, the rumba, and the swing.
Where do you perform?
We've performed at the Fine Arts Center, and we're going to be performing at the prom after prom, I thought.
What is dance class about?
The dance class is about learning the different dance styles and cultures.
Who runs it?
Miss Lamar teaches it, and we occasionally work with the Caseys, which is an outside couple that volunteered to teach us all the dances.
Okay, what dances do you do?
We've done the Argentine tango, the swing, and the rumba.
Where do you perform?
A group of students performed at the Fine Arts Center to represent the art of dance.
Thanks for answering our questions. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Cheyenne. Next up is your world news.
President Trump signed a double-barreled executive order yesterday that will clamp down on guest worker visas and require agencies to buy more goods and services from U.S. companies and workers. Trump signed the so-called Buy American, Hire American executive order during a visit to Snap-on Tools in Kenosha, Wisconsin on Tuesday, said two senior administration officials who briefed reporters on the order on Monday. The officials spoke on condition they not be identified because the cabinet-level officials who could discuss the matter on the record were unavailable.
The Supreme Court late Monday blocked the first of at least 6 executions planned in Arkansas over the next 2 weeks after a dizzying day of state and federal court disputes about lethal injection drugs, mental health claims, and the right to legal representation. The justices' action represented a setback, but not a final blow for Arkansas officials as they raced the clock to execute convicted murderers before the state's supply of a controversial sedative used for executions passes its expiration date. If that happens, all the executions will be put on hold.
British Prime Minister Theresa May said Tuesday she wants to hold a general election on June 8th in a surprise announcement that comes as the British leader attempts to solidify her position as the country embarks on exit negotiations with the European Union. May made the unscheduled announcement outside of her, I hate myself. I said statement. I don't know where I got that from. Can I just start at May? Yep. May made the unscheduled statement outside of her office and residence in Downing Street in central London. She previously denied speculation that she would call an early election in the wake of Britain's vote to leave the EU in June. The next general election was not expected before 2020. The move needs parliamentary approval, widely expected to be secured on Wednesday.
Steve Stevens, the man who allegedly killed 74-year-old Cleveland grandfather Robert Godwin Sr. and posted the video to Facebook on Easter Sunday, is dead following a short police chase near Erie, Pennsylvania that ended in his apparent suicide. Stevens claimed that he had killed multiple people before Godwin and that he was driven to commit the crimes because of problems with his girlfriend. Police had been offering a $50,000 reward for information leading to Stevens' arrest, but it's unknown as of press time if the chase started because of a tip or if police happened on Stevens on their own. A new school year is coming closer and closer as we come to a close this year. Tyler Sandifer found out what some students' goals are beginning in August. Tyler?
Hi guys, I'm Ty Duck with the CCN, and today I'm going to talk to students about their goals for next year.
My goals for next year are to graduate from high school and get accepted into a nursing program and move away.
I would like to graduate and make better grades.
What are your goals for next year?
I would like to get better grades, not get in trouble as much, and hopefully get into football.
What are your goals for next year?
To do good in choir and be a good singer.
What's your goals for next year?
My goal is to get better grades.
My goal is to graduate and get out of here.
What is your goals for next year?
To get my grades higher, so whenever I'm a sophomore, I can go into AP classes.
To try to get along with people more and try to attempt to get AP classes.
What are your goals for next year?
I want to get good grades and hopefully turn in more work than this year.
I want to keep up with my work better, get better grades.
Thank you guys for giving me your time to talk about your goals. Now it's back to MJ in the studio.
Thanks, Tyler. Next up, we have Matthew Market bringing you sports.
How you doing, Hendo? I'm Matthew Market bringing you sports. NBA playoffs. The Cavs beat the Pacers 109-108. LeBron had 32 points, 13 assists, and 6 rebounds. The Wizards beat the Hawks 114-107. John Wall had 32 points, 14 assists, 4 rebounds, and 50% from the field. The Bulls beat the Celtics 106-102. Not only does the Boston Celtics point guard Isaiah Thomas face defeat, but the death of his sister who died in a car accident the night before. The Jazz beat the Clippers 97-95. Star center for the Jazz, Rudy Gobert, was taken out of the game after 17 seconds due to a left knee sprain. The Warriors caught the dub against the Blazers 121-109. Despite CJ McCollum and Dame's combined 75 points, the Trailblazers couldn't take down the star-studded Warriors. Kevin Durant was the top scorer for the Warriors with 32 points and 10 rebounds. That's all the market has in store this week. See you soon.
Thanks, Matthew. Finally, we have Preston Royster, who wanted to get the lowdown from students about the NFL draft. Preston?
Hey, this is Preston Royster with Comcast. We're going to find out who's the #1 draft pick in the NFL. Einstein, he's got John Ross. I got Deshaun Watson. Who should be the #1 draft pick?
John Ross.
Why?
Because he is the fastest and toughest dude in football.
Okay, what team should they go to?
He is going to go to Seattle Seahawks because he's from Washington and he is the man.
Will he be a bust or a superstar?
He is going to be a superstar for the Seahawks.
Who should be #1 draft pick and why?
Myles Garrett, because he's big.
Okay, what team should he go to?
Patriots.
Why?
Because it's my favorite team.
Okay, will he be a bust or a superstar?
Superstar if he comes there.
Who should be the #1 draft pick and why?
Myles Garrett from Texas A&M, defensive player. Cleveland Browns, they need whatever help they can get, and I think a good defensive player would do well for them.
What team? Oh, okay. Will they be a bust or a superstar?
Generally, defensive players taken in the top 2 rounds generally end up being pretty good. You look at Watt, with the Texans, usually they're pretty good. So I think he'll be good.
Thanks. Thank you guys for letting me know who you thought the #1 draft pick was. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Preston. Stay tuned next for final thoughts. Fellow seniors, as our time at Henderson County High School comes to a close, wouldn't it be incredible to walk into senior meetings with an overwhelming amount of enthusiasm from both your peers and the administrators that are there to conduct the meeting? I understand that there are several policies and rules and codes of conduct that need to be run over within a PLT. But it would be really nice if someone said, "Congratulations, you've almost completed high school." Those meetings would be much more enjoyable to sit through on if it started off by really positive enthusiasm. Besides, completing high school is something to be celebratory over. So if no one else says it to you this year, congratulations, seniors, you've almost done it. You are almost done with high school. See all of you at the next senior meeting. Thanks for tuning in to the CCN today. Stay tuned for another Mentoring Minutes video from our central office staff. I'm MJ Mayo.
And I'm Belle Townsend.
Signing off for the CCN.
I'm Chief Scott Foreman with the Henderson Fire Department, and I'd like to talk to you today about how your life is a resume. Everything you do in your life goes on your resume. The good stuff goes on your resume and the bad stuff goes on your resume. And it's how you deal with those things and how you put those on your resume is what's important. Obviously the good things, the more good things you can do in your life and get on your resume, that's great. The bad thing is we are going to have some bad things on our resume. It's how you deal with those negative things that happen to you in life, and how you can overcome those negatives and how you can learn from those. It's important to learn from our mistakes. If you learn from them and you make it a positive, then it turns into a positive. Everybody we come in contact in life goes on your reference list. You always know about references during a resume. Everybody you come in contact with through your whole life can be on your resume. You never know who you're talking to, you never know who you're dealing with. When you take the initiative to maybe stop and help somebody that's on the side of the street that's having trouble, you don't know who that person is. That may be your next boss someday. So it's important to always know and treat people the way you would want to be treated. It's also important to make sure you have fun. Enjoy life. That's key. If your resume is not full of enjoyment, that's not a good thing either. Have fun. Enjoy life, have fun. Okay, if you know, we have to have fun. That encourages learning, that encourages everything. Be safe. Make smart decisions. Don't do silly stuff. Have lots of friends. Friends are great. Those are your accountability partners. Those are the people that are going to keep you straight. Do the right thing. Okay, always do the right thing. If it's not the right thing, if mom or grandma wouldn't be happy with it, it's probably not the right thing to do. Okay, so make sure you're doing the right thing. Okay, and constantly work on building your resume. It's very important to build this resume your entire life. Thank you.